spill over the people who did not vote for Tony Tan, having now to carry the arms of not pushing the person that they want to into presidency? Do you think this could spill over to the next general election?
Next general election is quite a long time. They can still mend. They can mend if you can really manage the situation as from now. But it is not for the elected presidency. It is for the parties, the political parties. All the political parties are watching. How this the EP is related to the future, the next general election. They can make their own conclusions. But over the years, things will change. I'm sure the ruling party must also have analyzed the whole political scene, and then do quickly the changes that they think must do to win the next general election. The next general election will be very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Doc, you said one of your reasons for running for presidency was you saw the divided electorate after the GE, right? Mm-hmm. But given the results of this PE where the vote is split 4 ways, do you think you have succeeded in your aim of unifying the nation?
No, I haven't got a chance. You must give me the chance, but I lost that chance. Because basically the elected president must be a neutral person. The moment you are not neutral, no political party will ever want to come close to you, because you are seen siding the PAP or whatever opposition party. It won't happen again. It won't happen. So it's only the president, I think, that can actually mend the political divide, because no other one can. But if I am a president and I'm seen to be too close to the PAP, it's going to be very difficult for me. Or if he's seen close to the opposition, it's difficult. So that is a difficult. So it depends on how people view him. If they view Tony as too pro-PAP, you think the Workers' Party is going to listen to him? They will not. So it's a very challenging thing. How he positions himself is going to be very important to mend whatever divide. Of course, there are so many divides, and not only this, the social divide, economic divide. But those are in the field of the parliament too.
Just to clarify something that was mentioned earlier about how it was down to the last wards in Bawang, do you know what was the
reason? I wouldn't know. This is
the analysis. The result is not.
So you wouldn't know
I wouldn't know.
This
But this is like history already. If I'm fighting for the next one, I might consider.
Not in your coming as an independent candidate, has it soured your relationships with the ruling party members? Background as a former ruling member.
Me soured or
has it made things more tense between coming out of the ruling party?
I mean, with the other party,
with the PAP.
With the PAP, I think
there were old MPs, former MPs who actually mentioned that.
But there were old MPs who also helped me.
Okay.
So it's fair. I think that they accept that there are always differences of opinion. Some are very close to the old party, and it all depends. Many of the old MPs also, they have come out to support me. So it's a two camps. Because I really know some of the young chaps come, hey, the old MP say it doesn't work for you. What do you do? I say, I don't care. So it's quite level there.
And not on a lighter note, right? You mentioned a few times that when there were some mistakes, you cover one eye, and
Sure, this is
can
part
you
of
share some of the mistakes that happened?
This is our secret. Always when there's quarreling, it's good sign. Every time watching them quarrel, I'm sure that they're all going to galvanize better. You right or wrong? You quarrel husband or not?
I'm not married.
You see, usually when you have a little bit of differences, when the misunderstanding, then you bash it out. Then you come out stronger, Anyway, where's you think, tell them you always fight with singles, right? Yeah. But they have been fighting since 40 years until now. But they are the best of friends. And I encourage them to fight. Whenever they fight, I say, go hope. New things are going to come up. Which is true. You see, because each one hold very strong views on how things should be done, and because the passion is there, and they are doing it for me. You see, very important. No? In politics, if you don't have that passion, you can't win. My men fight with passion, that's why they can come this far. If they have been told to come and help me, I can tell you, my little compact army, very hard, very difficult very hard to take on the whole machinery.
So do you think that's sort of like an analogy of the larger picture of Singapore? You have like two sides that have very strong opinions and they're like fighting.
Yeah, but you must. You see, your Singaporeans must understand. You can have differences in opinion, but it doesn't mean that differences of opinion keep you apart. Differences in opinion bring you together, because at the end, the common idea will persist. It's a contest of ideas, we always say, which is true. So at the end, if you are really prepared to listen, I think you get good answers. But if you are intolerant to my answer, I can also be intolerant to your answer. So how? If you make such a stand, you can never find the answer.
Now, are you able to review your campaign, the overall budget or something? Have you all calculated it?
No, we haven't hit so long as they don't hit the budget, I'm not worried.
No, anyone in the team can actually share with us the recounting process. What went on, how did it go?
No, the recounting,
anyone?
And when the recounting, honest.
Interesting, ma. Interesting to a lot of readers. Like how they actually.
Anybody who did all the recounting?
I think they should ask the election department.
Oh, ask election department. You see, that's the right answer to give you.
Dr. Tan, has there been any negative feedback from the Singaporeans on some of the campaign, some of the policies that you brought up during this campaign period, or maybe asking, say, PM office to move out of Istana? Has there been such feedback?
I think it's that even some of them think that I'm too radical to do that, but I feel that it is a political. You've got to calculate. You've got to instill public confidence in the two institutions. If the public believe that putting them together or together is going to be good for this country, I want to challenge them. Because they are already separate, they are doing from the elected presidency is different from the ceremonial presidency of the past. In the past, the old British system where you have your governor and his colonial secretary staying together, how can you object? There's only one government, so they can all be housed in the same place. But if you think that history cannot change, and you want to remain like that, I think the young electorate is going to be upset. Because the young electorate want to see independence. They don't want to see that there is the closeness, the similarity is going to breed this danger of collusion among the two bodies. So it's always good to put it right for the future of Singapore. It's not for me to want to go and take the Istana, but think of the future. And the future, all you young people, I'm sure you don't want to see that the ceremonial power of the election of the elected president becoming a custodial power is already a change already. Now this custodial power is very important for the presidency. So then there's cabinet here. I think too close, cannot. Because now cabinet is going to give the elected president for approval of the budget, for example, or the approval of any of these financial problems. All the budgets. For the elected presidency to approve. So they are already quite distinct powers, So I think it is better if you believe that there is a change going on. I think for the interest of the younger Singaporeans and also for the future of Singapore, I think it's better do the correct thing, the right thing now. Change. Don't be afraid to change.
But Doc, do you have plans to push this proposal forward even Now that
I just give my suggestion. I think there's nothing much more I can add. I maybe have to persuade. It's important for Singapore to see the logic. Some of them tell me, Doc, wow, it's so inconvenient. Oh, that's dangerous. If Singaporeans tell me inconvenience, you don't want to change, or cost, you don't want to change. Now, those are terrible reasons to be given for change. But if you tell me some other reasons, I don't know, it's better than what I'm thinking. That you think that public confidence is not necessary for the two institutions to be together, then you accept it. This is your way of life, your future. You all take it. But I'm thinking of the future. What is going to happen? There must be a distinction. Then when people come, they say, "Oh, this is Istana." You go to another building, it's the Prime Minister's office. Now you come here to where? Istana is here, Prime Minister's office is here. Now, think carefully. I think in the long-term interest of Singapore. You see, for me, I always think longer term. Short term, I don't expect, even if I become a president, to tell the Prime Minister, please leave. No. I think if you let them, we all have to sit down and think carefully whether what I say is of relevance to this country. Separation of powers means independence, very important. Transparency, all. The moment people think that, wow, they're all working so side by side. Once you have that suspicion, it's also no good.